Brady looking back like his normal self, at least for the most part. Tony, what do you got on this game?
Yeah, I think Tom Brady might be working back in. 25 of 38, 297, 3 touchdowns, 28-10. Just a simple, solid game. Brady comes out there, does fairly well against the Broncos. Of course, the Broncos are terrible this season. But one thing to note here for Denver is, they lost their star quarterback, as we talked about last week. It's looking like, according to the NFL.com, they're going to play Ripien for the coming matchup. So Denver's going to go new quarterback. He did get some playing time last game as against Tampa Bay, but this was a good game for Tampa Bay. Broncos only scored in the second quarter. Tom Brady coming in, showing who he was, and I think Brady's back, and we'll see. 2-1. They're 2-1 in the division. So, question I guess for you guys is, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but who is winning the NFC South? Buccaneers are number 1.
I think the Buccaneers want to be the Patriots, and it's just not happening. So I don't have them winning the NFC. I think it's down to the Packers or Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think I misheard
your
South, question.
Right.
NFC South, yes.
I don't know. I think.
Yep, I misheard your question.
I think Tampa can do it. Saints aren't really holding up very much. So, 1-2, Panthers 1-2, Falcons 0-3. Saints can come back. It's Drew Brees. That's their only competition, but I don't really think it's much of a competition if Brady is getting back to how he was. Evans still looking like his favorite target. Had 2 touchdowns, and 2 of those 3 touchdowns. I really think the Bucs. I don't think they're going to do as good as we were predicting in the earlier podcast. I still don't think the Saints will end up stepping up enough to be better than a Brady-led team.
Or Aaron Rodgers-led team against that Sunday night game.
True.
But looking at the Buccaneers schedule, the next couple games they might have they're playing the Chargers this coming week. Then they go to play the Bears, and then the Packers, and then the Raiders. So those 3 games might have some competition. But then the last of the schedule, besides the Chiefs, everyone else, they play the Falcons twice. And, that's a guaranteed win. So it doesn't matter even if you're up 30-0 at halftime. But seriously, I think Buccaneers going to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be number 1 in the NFC. I think that's for Seattle. I think Seattle can beat anybody actually in the NFC right now. I can see it. But Brady, awesome to him getting back to where he needs to be. He's 43 years old. He's playing better than some of these guys who are just making it in the NFL. One of the healthy. Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Like Matt Ryan.
Yeah, and even going back to the Broncos, it was good seeing the rookie Judy, being the top receiver for them so far. He's insane. He's quick. And that was one of the key parts of their offense. It still is, but with putting together that offensive team, they were looking really good. And I think if they keep him for a few years, I think he'll be a dangerous threat for anybody they're playing against. But the Chiefs, that'll be a good matchup to watch for a few years, seeing our defense take on him because he's quick.
If you say so. Who did you say won the division? Or who do you think's going to win the division? Tampa or New Orleans?
I say Tampa as well. Tampa? Just how everything is. I think the Buccaneers are going to lose to the Chiefs, and they could possibly lose to the Packers. But other than that, that puts them, 13-3?
They're going to.
So,
Yeah, I had them at 11-5. So
I think they win against the
out
Bears.
some
I think
margin
they
a
do.
little bit.
I
That's
think they
not
beat the
cool.
Bears week 5. But
How dare you?
seriously, I think
How dare you? Sir?
playoff team, playoffs for sure, but not
Buccaneers Saints
Buccaneers Saints NFC. Oh, playoffs? Yes. Yeah, I see. Yeah,
playoffs
for sure. Yeah.
playoffs.
I think
Falcons
Saints will
and
make it, but I mean, what really hurt them was losing to the Raiders.
Yep.
Like it made me look at their team completely different. I mean, my Raiders are doing all right. I mean, especially because they beat the Saints, but still, like, yeah, no, I think Tampa's going to take the division.
Yep.
I hate to admit it, but you're probably right.
As usual.